Hello everyone, welcome to another session of PlayStation Talents at IndieX 2020. It's my pleasure to have another one of our great finalists. This time it's uh, another unique game of our selection. It's called Maia, Unhappily Ever After from the studio Perpetuous Games. And I'd like to welcome Celso Graeser and Letícia Pereira for being with us in
Hello.
this afternoon. How are you guys?
We're
Hello,
fine.
we're fine. Happy to be here talking to you.
Oh, this is a question I've been asking to all of us. We already have a comment on our chat. Yes, Gonçalo, this is one. This is another game about divorce, and yes, it's another possibly depressing game, but a cool game. Because the previous session we had from PlayStation Talents was Painted Black, the other finalist. You know that also speaks about. Depression and the couple that got separated, how the protagonist is overcoming the mental problems he's having and his sadness. And yes, Maia also talks about relationships. In this case, an abusive relationship. But we'll dive into it more with Celso and Letícia. So I've been asking every single one of our finalists, how did you react when it was revealed that your game was one of 10 finalists of PlayStation Talents 2020?
That was amazing, and we get very happy with the announcement. I think
I
that
guess it was something we were hoping for since the beginning of our studies, and we really thought about doing the game and applying the game into PlayStation Premium. So it was like a goal we achieved.
And
yes,
I think it's for another game. Every single session I had, the finalists were university or academic projects. It was your case. My Unhappily Ever After was a school project.
yes,
Yeah,
Where are you studying, by the way?
EPL.
EPL. Okay, so
uh,
are you finalists? Did you finish your degree already?
No, we are in the
no,
first year.
Okay. So I'm throwing a hard question to every single finalist.
Okay.
If by any chance you're on early January when we reveal who is the grand winner of PlayStation Talents 2020, if Maia and Happily Ever After is chosen as the winner, you might have some hard decisions to make in your life, don't you? Are you
yes.
prepared to make those decisions?
I think we can manage because we probably must stop a little the university, but that will be awesome to win the the best game.
So, and if your game isn't chosen as the best game, are you thinking of finishing it, of going forward with Maya and releasing it and selling it in the future?
Yes, for now we are focused in the university, but I think Maya brings important subject to discuss about.
Yeah,
Yes, it's something probably we'll stop for now,
yeah.
for the next 2 years and come back later when we are graduated.
Uh, something I said when I think you watched the Mod PlayStation episode where the finalists were revealed. Something one comment I said on that episode is that not for the people that are already playing video games know that you can have serious subjects being the theme for any kind of game, but do you think it will be a surprise for the general public who is not used to have this kind of serious subjects? On When you look at Maya, it looks like a pretty cute game, isn't it, in terms of art style and everything, and it's a puzzle platformer. But when you dive deeper, you know you're talking about some really hard themes and hard emotions. Do you think you can help bring that kind of knowledge of what video games can be to the general public?
I think that our goal was to bring a game who are enjoyable and you can have fun with it. And why not do all that and learn at the same time? Learn about something that important to the society, you know. And the difference of the art style and the subject was a way of talking about the thematics to a range of age without getting to how can I say it?
To can I help you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Like we want to that the game be enjoyable and talk about the team without being too educational. Like
Yeah.
we want to bring the team in the narrative, and while you are enjoying the game, you can discuss and learn about the team.
Yeah. I that's something that then again I believe you're both gamers like I am and most of the people that are watching us, but probably there's a huge part of the mass public that wouldn't expect a game with the art direction that Maia and Happily Ever After has to in fact be about such a serious subject. And by the way, did you in this process before or after being selected as finalists, did you contact for instance the APAV, the Association to Protection of Abuse Victims, because that could be a cool game to make an institutional connection to. Okay, for example, I don't know if you know our last year's winner, which is Back Then, which talks about Alzheimer's disease, and they have been working in connection with institutions to try to make this bridge between video games and government or non-government institutions. Do you think it could be a good way to promote Maia?
In a matter of fact, there was a premium, a PAV Awards,
Yeah.
yeah, and we submit the Maya game, and there's a category which is honorable mention,
Okay.
which we won. So it was really nice that the institution approved our game and the way we were passing through the message. And for sure, if we continue to develop the game, it would must have a more closer approach with the institution.
And we've been
Like
yeah, go ahead, please.
people who are really close to the matter, and that's it.
We've been speaking about Maia. The people that are we've been paying attention for the last few weeks already know more or less what Maia is about. But I think the best thing to do is probably to play the game while you watch me play and possibly fail a bit, because it will happen. So let's dive into Maia Unhappily Ever After. Let me just configure this properties, and here we go with Maia. So, okay, it's just the two of you doing this game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm playing with my controller, by the way. You guys, I don't know if you can see, but I'm playing with my... Not just reading on the chat. Well, people are talking about Maia the Bee, but that's not what the game is about, okay? Do you guys know Maia the Bee, the old cartoon? That just got,
No.
Okay, that's a really, really old cartoon from late 70s and early 80s that just got a new reboot, and people, older people on the chat are talking about it, and Maia Unhappily Ever After is not about Maia the Bee, okay? But it's a really, really cool project, as you can see. Unhappily Ever After, yeah. So, only the two of us did this build. How long did it take to get to this vertical slice?
I would say
I
6
think
months.
6 months
Okay.
Yeah, 6 to 8 months.
with the pre-production and production.
Yeah.
I'm asking this to every single one that submitted academic projects. What was your what grade did you have with Maia?
19 of 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Both of us.
So it looks like every single one that gets as finalists for PlayStation Talents are like the best people on their classes, because everyone is saying like 18, 19 of grade. So yeah, nice, congratulations. So we can open
you.
Thank
the
you.
umbrella, and we can
Yeah.
use it to jump boost. Yeah. Whoop. Wait. Why didn't I try? Because I play this when you submit. You submit the game, and today I didn't get the chance to train it, not to make an idiotic figure of myself live, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot. I couldn't stop there. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I know you're watching
was-
with a small delay, but you will see me now. Spoiler alert: you'll see me fail as hell and fall into the ground. Okay, so now I have one of my objectives, which is the portrait.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the main objective of the game that is in the upper left of the screen. Your main objective that will show Maya some memories.
Ooh, yeah. Is that photo like an optional? Oh, it's a diary page. I got an additional. Okay. I can also grab stuff
Yes.
holding R1. Yeah, I can pull this. Cool. What's the meaning for these signs? It's cool that you have like an SOS call on with the image of a bill. Why? What was the thought behind your
Like
These
the
illustrations.
environment is trying to hurt Maya. She feels like the world is trying to stop her, and she needs to overcome it. And the science is the representation of what her partner think that she should do. Like she must be at home. She can't wear what she wants. She can't cut her hair like she wants. And this is the objective of the game, to bring to people that don't know some signs of how domestic violence, how a abusive relationship happens.
Yeah, it's not always about physical violence, but also the emotional and psychological aspects, isn't it? It's what you're
Yes.
trying to portray. By the way, that
And-
phone number that appears on my third optional, that leaflet, is it what the number for APAV?
It's
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The objectives of the game, we thought about the level, and at this point, she would be realizing she's on a abusive relationship, because it's kind of tricky to know
When you're
Right.
when you're in it. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
because a psychological state, and and the objective are things that she will guide her to realizing it. Like the first one is a picture of her and her daughter, and she doesn't want her daughter to go through it as well. The second is a pave folder, and uh, she realized that there are people who can help her
Can
and
I?
just go on another matter.
I think I already collected the 4 optional diary pages. Can I read them at this moment?
Not now because
Okay.
it's in development,
Okay.
but we think that through the diary you can have the the view of Maya of the situation that she's living, her thoughts and like memories of what she experienced.
I will ask you a more personal question, and feel free not to answer if you don't feel okay to. Did you get inspired by any close example that you saw of this kind of relationship happening, even for younger people?
No, we don't have a close example,
Yeah.
but we thought that would be important to talk about the theme and try to undo some taboos about the subject.
Because I think you're representing exactly what somebody that is in the middle of an abusive relationship feels. Because what you're trying to bring with the metaphor is that you're getting small clues from your environment that you're actually in an abusive environment, abusive relationship.
Yes.
Because you're blind to everything that's around you, and you can't really see, almost like a Stockholm syndrome for the people that is abusing you. I don't know if it's comparable or not. Um, but I think it's this, and I like the metaphor a lot. It was really brave of you to bring a subject and treat it like this, like a puzzle platformer. Like if
Yes,
someone,
like
Well,
yeah, go please.
sorry to interrupt you.
No, sorry.
You said about the art style, and we try to bring with the art style something cute to be in contrast with the subject
Yeah.
of the game, and to reach the target audience of the game too.
But there's something really cool about the game is that you have 2 layers of it. Okay, you have the actual game layer, the challenge of resolving the puzzles and enjoying. Because congratulations, I think visually the game is really well developed, and it has a
Thank
cool
you.
art
thank
style,
you.
and it has good details. And if you pay attention, if you're looking to it, you can notice several hints. I believe Celso is the artist, aren't you? You
Yes.
you you fill the environment with lots of small details that, if you pay really close attention, it's really cool to find. But at the same time, if you're looking only for that pure video game aspect, I think Maya answers it really well. But you have more than that. If you search now, beneath the surface, you have these serious metaphors and comparisons, and I think it's really really cool. And you're first year students, aren't you?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Thank you.
So, and by the way, you this year you won't be able to keep on developing. You'll have to start a new project. Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Do you have an idea what you're going to do next? If you want to keep on doing this bringing serious subjects to games, or you want to go to a more relaxing approach?
We've been thinking about it. We it was really really difficult to talk about domestic violence because, well, we know about it but don't know about it. We need to research. We need to really get under the surface to know about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not a subject we can talk about without knowing what we're doing. So it was really intriguing for me to read the to see women talking about uh, real things and which happens to her. And I think it was the most difficult part of the project. And it would be a challenge to do it again in another game, but maybe and probably would be a challenge we are thinking through it.
And it's still, unfortunately, it's still nowadays problem. This issue of the domestic violence and abusive relationships. For example, I don't know if you know more or less the statistics. Portugal is still a really low death rate country. We have one of the smallest death rates in the world. But
Yes.
if you watch like we have around 70 murders each year, and more than 50% or 60% are domestic violence. So it's impressive, unfortunately, how
Yes.
much this subject is still alive these days. And luckily, you have ways of shedding some light on it, and I believe Maia could help it too. That's why I truly believe that you making a connection with APAV or other institutions that help women, and not women, because that's also a preconception that people has. There are lots of not as much, of course, as much of men being abused, but I believe that there's some shame associated with being abused in a
Yeah.
relationship. And I think Maya could help because it has this edutainment kind of approach. You can make people think about serious subjects while, well, in fact, having fun, because you have fun playing Maya, isn't it?
Yeah. That was our objective of the game.
I don't know if people on this these projects are at this moment are small prototypes. Of course, you have one
Yeah.
level developed, and we already. Well, I was so immersed in the game that I didn't ask stuff. I was simply in gamer mode and resolving everything and almost doing a speed run of the level. So I'm sorry for that. Uh,
Yeah.
but you had cool ideas. Do you already have some sketches of how to use this mechanic of using the umbrella and the fans and the wind? Do you already have some new ideas that you could implement in further levels?
Like new ideas of mechanics.
Yeah, or how to use the umbrella or new obstacles. Do you already have some of those?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I think our goal with the umbrella is uh, in your imagination,
Mm-hmm.
think about everything you could do with
Yeah.
your umbrella, making sense or not making sense. For example, you could use it as a boat to cross rivers. I
Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Or a shield.
or a
Yeah,
shield.
yeah, 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 yeah. By the way, I wanted to
So
ask you this. Why the image of the umbrella? Do you have any metaphor connected to it? How did you
Yes.
get to the point like we want to use the umbrella as the main object?
Yes. There is a story about the umbrella of Maya's umbrella. This umbrella was given to her by her partner, and it's a symbol of the what she's living, because she thinks that she needs her umbrella to overcome her obstacles.
Okay.
And
Okay.
some moment of the game, she maybe lost her umbrella, and she will need to keep going without it with her own strength.
That's a cool idea. Cool idea because just out of curiosity, was it given to her in because not every I don't think any abusive relationship starts as an abusive relationship. I think it all starts in
No,
a
yes,
normal way and suddenly derails into its real face. Was the umbrella given to her on the early phase when they were happy, or did you think about it?
like this is the umbrella is like something that's prisoning her. She's like it was given early, and gradually she thinks she needs more and more the umbrella to overcome her obstacles, and that she can do this herself.
Okay, I just read some. Gonçalo Lopes in our chat just said something. I think it's a cool compliment for you, and I totally agree. Games like this one, Maya, can save lives. Well done. So
Thank you.
well,
Yeah.
If we save a life, I think my own life is complete, and because
Yeah,
it's
so
our
if
change lives.
if we can reach one person, it's good, I
Yeah.
think.
Are you thinking of being more direct during the? Imagine you're able to finish Maya. Are you thinking of being more direct along the levels, like saying directly, you're like to the player, not to Maya. Like you are in, if you are in abusive. I know you said something on the leaflet, the one you catches. Are you thinking of repeating those kinds of messages, like look for help? Um, you might not
Yeah,
be as happy as you think, or stuff like that.
yes, like as Leticia said, this level is about her discovering that she is in an abusive relationship. But we want, if we made it the whole game, we want to show since she meeting her partner and going through the cycle of domestic violence, and after the abusive relationship, what traumas and issues she stays from the abusive relationship.
Because I don't know if people watching noticed, because I was speed running, but Shadow, who is the representation of Maya's partner, can be seen in several places on the background, isn't it?
Yes,
And
observing her.
yeah, always observing her. Like anything she does, he's still around and is still controlling her life.
Yes.
Exactly.
Does anyone on the show, please, if you have any question to Leticia and Celso, please throw us the question. I think they are more than happy to tell us more about this. Yeah, even so, I was asking if you had any close friends that were living this kind of thing, but I think from what I've read, I think you completely nailed the metaphor for an abusive relationship.
Thank you.
And then again, maybe if you finish the game, the connection with professionals that work directly with people on abusive relations, it might not only help you but give you new ideas. Do you understand? Like some
Yeah.
parts of reality that we don't even think, because luckily we didn't live it. So it's yeah, it's a cool thing. Really, I'm really
Yeah.
happy to have this. Sorry, Leticia, go ahead.
No problem. I really think that um, now I forgot where I was talking
Sorry.
about. It's not a problem.
I was telling
But
about talking with professionals, and maybe they will give you new ideas from the reality they live, helping people with this issue.
yeah, we for sure would do that if we finish the game. We'll need to talk to those to a Pavi or
Yeah,
any other place who could help us and make sure that our message is going to be a positive one and not a negative one. And I think that the most important is not only to um, have people to seek for help, but also should the other persons, women's, men's, aunts, moms, daddies, and our family and friends know how to identify it
yeah,
and
Yes.
seek for help for
See
this.
the signs.
Yeah,
yeah. Even friends, because you've read a lot about friends that got surprised that people were in abusive relationships when they hang out with couples, and go dinner at their home, and spend lots of time, and they can't identify the small signs, and that's scary as hell. You know that you
Yeah.
could have close friends and you don't notice that they were being abused, or if they were abusers, because we always forget this. We of course we have to focus on the victims, but I think we also must learn how to identify the abusers, and try to stop them as soon as possible. And that's a hard part, because usually abusers have like two faces. Like
Yeah.
domestic face that you not always see, and then the public face. Yeah, and that's really hard to identify. Really hard to identify. So cool theme. I was telling you, I was really happy, and I was watching again all our finalists, and it's been cool to be able to speak with you because I haven't had the opportunity to. If this was a normal year, we would this weekend would be all together at Altice Arena, and we're not. So this is what we can do at this moment. I believe you have you sent us your link for the download, the demo, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget, I just played this. I would ask everyone to please go download the game, play the game. I think it's on indiex.pt. When you go to Maia, the Unhappily Ever After portrait, you can find the download link. Please try it for yourselves. It's a really well. Thank you, obrigado. Thank you, Letícia. It's nice, something that you feel when you're playing. The game already has a cool feel to it in terms of how fluid the character works, how well the objects are programmed and input in the game. A while ago, I don't know if you watched the only time I died, I completely forgot that that little I can't remember how to say it. Tolch of the building. I thought they were platforms. I forgot they weren't platforms, and I was like, I forgot this. And but yeah, it's really well developed. I think you have a huge potential. You're still first year students. I hope you have the opportunity on the next years to showcase your games and have people play your games, because that's something really cool. If this event would be public, you would get lots of feedback and you'll get lots of ideas, and tired as hell.
Yes.
And at the same time, you will go home and you're like, yeah, remember that person that said this? I want to do this to the game. And yeah, but this is what we have, and luckily we are able to showcase your games either way. I think we lost Letícia for a while.
Yeah.
Here she is. Let me just configure this live. Give me just 1 second. Yeah, I can. Don't worry, I can configure this fast. Oh, I think we don't have your camera at this moment.
Okay. Sorry, I'm here now.
Yeah, Leticia's back. So, I don't know if anyone is asking anything else, but then again, I was telling you, I was looking at all the finalists, and I'm happy to have not only games so different, and games for every possible public. Games with serious themes, games with relaxing themes, and I have to thank you again for submitting your game. And I don't know if anyone has anything. Do you want to say something else? What do you expect that PlayStation Talents can bring you to the future? Being a finalist, do you think it can contribute to your careers? I don't know. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, for sure. I think, like I said, when you first enter the course, it was our goal to be here and to deliver a nice game. And I don't think the next year would be different. And I really think that for our career, it would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you think your teachers now like you even more after giving you a 19, and now you're also finalists?
Well,
they are not watching, you can say.
No, on the opposite, I hope they are, because I'm gonna say really nice stuff now, because we wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
people can be helpful, and our teacher was amazing. We wouldn't be here without them. And so thank you, teachers, if you are watching, for helping us, for answering our message in the middle of the weekend or something like that, because it really helped us. The game wouldn't be as good as it is now if it wasn't for them.
And I think this PlayStation Talents 2020 is a proof of that, because, like I said, you're the fifth session I have. And all of you finalists I already spoke to are academic projects, which means not only that projects are getting each year better and better, and that we have a really, really good universities and schools and giving awesome video games degrees and courses. So yeah, you're the living proof of that, and your games are living proof of that. And of course, your teachers are more than they must be congratulated too for your success, because yeah, they also part of it. I don't know if do you want to add anything, or I'll leave you enjoy your weekend, because yeah, it's the middle of the weekend. I know we can't go out. Most of the cities in Portugal we can't go out at this time. But Celso, Letícia, do you want to add anything else?
I don't know. I think that's okay.
Well, I think that the purpose of our game are helping people. So I think it's great now that if anyone who is watching plays Maya and think they have a relationship close to it or anything like that, search for help. There's a way of doing it. There's people who can help. So I think the purpose of our game is helping those people. So my last message would be for them and for the ones who can help them.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's
it.
really, really cool. I can't thank you enough, not only for being with us in this afternoon, but also for being such a clear and open-hearted developers of thinking of the others with your game. And yeah, thanks a lot for being with us. We will
Thank you.
return in 25 minutes with another indie game, which will be The Ambassador Fractured Timeline. So after a puzzle platformer about abusive relationships, we're going to talk about time traveling with wizards. This is how the indie game industry works. Letícia and Celso, thanks again for being with us. And
Thank you.
Thank you
let's
very
keep in
much
touch.
for the
Okay.
invite.
Bye bye,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.